1 year here, the bounty. Adai, light Dumsor, Adai. Adai, the move, Adai. Oh, my God. So la gas ya kasiela ukitim 1 year old Adai. Dumsor, what Dumsor sa no man. The baba be 21 years here. The baba ya sabanti. Adai.
Dumsor in Ashanti region. I'm told that right now the whole country, as it is now, it is Kumasi that is suffering the most from Dumsor. That is what I hear. And the Minister of Energy attempting to explain why there is Dumsor in Kumasi. He's just saying things that you don't even understand. Let me quickly play you the tape of what the Minister of Energy, John Jinapo, is saying as an explanation for why there is Dumsor, or Dumsor in Ashanti region is more rampant than it is in other parts of the country. Let's listen to him.
45 MVA transformer. Dada no 66. Teacher say what the 145 eba na che say Honda no akosuru ye pa. Nti Kumasi for be na mienu mu ho senkanea no edundum kakra. Ye switch over. Na mfidie no say wo switch every dada na ko efoforo na wo de aba na aya na etimi haw kakra. Nyamencha de bia ye duru no empanyifo na ma yate asese bibia koyie kama. Nti efri na ekọ no esi hu se enkanea no ekwanim enkanea na gina na senia eduma na asaso no ebekọ fom kora na abrase. In fact nya ye ne se Kumasi ha nyina enkanea ne bibre beba ha na ye de amaga na for de dijuma na ne aka no so no ya export. In fact na watch it.
All right, now there is something I want to talk about quickly and then we move to the next thing. Sometimes I say NDC phone, they don't respect our intelligence. They see us as though we are all dumb. I always say this, that I don't know, in the memory or before the eyes of NDC executives, you know, it's like we all are like how their grassroots members are. Like we cannot question things and all those things. Now, the Minister of Energy, in explaining why Dumsor is so rampant in Kumasi and some parts of the Ashanti region as compared to even Greater Accra, Western Volta and Kunu, he's saying that it is because they have gone to change something to a higher one in Kumasi, something that can generate more power in Kumasi. And that when that change occurs, it creates power interruptions. And that is the reason for the Dumsor happening in Kumasi. I don't know, but is this the first time in 8 years that transformers and co have been changed? No. In fact, under the government of Nana Akufo-Addo, that is when we saw the highest number of transformers being changed nationwide. That notwithstanding, no, light was on for us 24/7. So if there is a change of government and light is going on and off, people's items are being destroyed. People's fridges are being destroyed, TVs being destroyed, freezers, even people's studios. Even the very people who even campaign for NDC cr1es or studios, they are being destroyed. How dare you come and tell me, say, it's because you have changed into a better transformer? What kind of analogy is that one? So if you have a phone and the phone is developing a fault and you go and buy a new one, the new one rather will be causing a fault that is better than what you actually were experiencing with the other phone. What kind of logic is this? But this is a logic that a whole Minister of Energy, that is the kind of explanation he's giving our people in the Ashanti region. Why am I so concerned about Ashanti region? I'm concerned about Ashanti region because I believe this is targeting. What NDC is doing is targeting.
145 MVA transformer. Dada no 66. Teacher say what the 145 eba na che say Honda no akosuru ye pa. Nti Kumasi for be na mmienu mu ho sɛ nkanea no edundum kakra yɛ switch over na mfidie no sɛ wo switch every dada na kɔ ɛfoforo na wo de aba na aya na etimi ɛhaw kakra nyame ncha de ba bia yɛduru no mpanyifo na ma yate ase sɛ bibia kɔ yie kama nti efiri na ɛkɔ no esi ehu sɛ nkanea no ɛkɔ anim nkanea na gyina na sɛnea eduma na asaaso no ɛbɛkɔ fam kora na abrase in fact nya yɛ ne sɛ Kumasi ha nyinam nkanea no bebree bɛba ha na yɛ de amaga na for de di dwuma na ne aka no so no ya export in fact na wɔchi atwa mu ya Burkina for ba ha so mo srɛ yɛn ɔmo nkanea no nke betimi ama mo bia ka ho a nti na kyerɛ sɛ akwanya wɔ hɔ yɛbetimi atɔn nkanea ne bebree nti yɛbɛkɔ so di saa dwuma no na ya make sure sɛ nkanea na gyina kama na obia nsa aka ɛyɛ afie atwa mu ya bosumi bia na aban ne share load in fact December crowd almost share load ama ne kodro 750 megawatts jina che say enyinam nkanea na yeso mu no problems na dose bebree but ntina moto abama ye esi ya yire ho na ye bra ne nyina ase na nkanea na ekɔ nanim
Asantimantam so for Dr. Frank Amokohene enso agibre chechire mu kire mpanimfo say
we want to appreciate your sense of urgency with regards to helping us solve this ongoing power problem in the region. For some few weeks, if I may, maybe some months, we've been having this erratic power supply. Others have blamed it on sabotage, others have blamed it on a lot of reasons. But the last time I met with the ECG and the power sector players, what I noticed was that there was a communication gap between what they are doing and making that information available to the public. In times where there is even planned maintenance, you hardly get to hear of it. And the only thing you realize is that your power is taken without recourse to anything. So I met them and I encourage them that as much as possible, communication is part of the work. So if there is a challenge, let us know.
I am in Volta region and I can tell you on authority that I don't experience Dumsor as other people do experience in Ashanti region. Are we not all in Ghana? I believe strongly that they are punishing people in Kumasi for belonging to MPP. That is a fact. Let me block this EDK guy and then let's continue, right? He doesn't have a place here. If he feels uncomfortable here, don't you have NDC people who are alive? All right, thank you. Let's progress. So as I was saying, why is it that of all this nation that we have, it is in the Ashanti region that Dumsor is worse? They are punishing you. They are trying to teach you a lesson. No explanation should wash. Remember, these are the same people when they wanted to do capitation for NHIS. Where did they start from? Started from Kumasi. So if today, they started from Ashanti region. So if today they are telling you that they are changing a transformer and then that's why the new transformer has come and that is why power outage is so rampant in Kumasi, it can only be an unanswered story. An unanswered story. And that is why sometimes it is sad. It hurts me when I see people from Ashanti region, despite all you have suffered in the hand of NDC, you still come out boldly to say that you belong to NDC. I can't think far when I see that someone from Ashanti region, what your grandparents have suffered in the hands of PNDC, what your ancestors have suffered in the hands of NDC and whatever shape it came in, and how under NDC when they wanted to start capitation for NHIS, they sent it to Ashanti region. You guys were suffering there, and now they are in power again, and Dumsor in Ashanti region is worse than any other part in Ghana. And you are still in Ashanti region, an Ashanti child, saying that, oh, you are an NPP, NDC person, no, NDC. There is something wrong somewhere. There is something really, really, really wrong somewhere. And maybe you should sit down and have an introspection to see where you have gone wrong. That is it about Dumsor that is happening in Kumasi.